a very big, 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 big guest in the house, all the way from Norway. He's a Ghanaian that lives in Norway, and he is a great, well-known designer. He designed all type of stuff from A to Z. One of the greatest designer in the world right now. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting your time, let me welcome you, my guest, who is the person of T. Michael. Hello, Mr. Michael. Mr. T. Michael, how are you today?
I'm very well. I'm very, very well. And yourself?
I'm great and I'm blessed. And welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Before we start our program, I would like you to say something to our guests, like greet our guests or something.
So my name is T. Michael. I'm a designer based in Norway. I design for T. Michael, I design for Norwegian Rain, and I design kimonos for White and Sons, based in Japan.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, can you please tell us a bit about your childhood? Who T. Michael is?
Right, so I was born Michael Tetenate. I was born in Accra. I studied there, and lucky enough to be able to move to London. Stayed in London for a little bit. Fantastic spot, and then I met my ex-wife, my wife then, obviously, and I moved to Norway. That's like 33, 34 years ago.
Oh my goodness!
And practically that's where I've been practicing my skill set with practically the whole world as my audience in a way.
Oh wow! In Ghana, where are you precisely from?
My parents are from Prom. I was born in Accra. We used to live at Kanda Estates.
Oh, beautiful. So, when did you leave Ghana to Norway, please?
Well, I left Ghana to London, so that was roughly around about 14, 15, and then moved to Norway. So the most important thing is, and I keep telling people, I go to Ghana sometimes.
Okay.
And I was in Ghana in February, and I meet a lot of
people. Oh, this year, February?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I go practically every year the last 5 years. And the most important thing for me, as I see now, is when we were growing up, it was such that we looked always out of the country for inspiration. And when I go back now, I see people that are looking in, and it's very fascinating to see that, because somehow we've managed to find the strength and value what we have, and I think that's fantastic. But the most important thing is, it doesn't matter where you are, you should be able to tap into the energy and inspiration around you to be able to create something cool, magical.
Wow. Well, I know that you are a very great designer. How did you get into the designing world?
Well, I trained to be a tailor in Norway.
Okay. But
prior to that, I was very, very interested in clothing. I was more interested in clothing as wearing them than designing them. But then obviously, with my size and that, every time I find something, it's probably too big or too long, so I have to adjust it, and then the interest came from there. And I was very much interested in finding out if I could be able to design something, because I never found exactly what I was looking for. And that's how I ended up. I trained as a tailor for 4 years, and when I was done, I opened up my studio in Bergen in Norway, and as I say, the rest is history.
Wow.
The most important thing about the Ghanaian element is that I was born in Ghana, I'm Ghanaian, and that's the strength of what I do.
So, well, I've been looking at your homepage and your Instagram, and your design is so unique.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so unique. Can you tell us?
Yeah, I can walk you through.
Thank you.
I was very interested in suits. Traditional men's suits from the UK. And that was the thing I was doing for most of the time. I trained obviously as that, so that was what I was giving my customers. They'll come to me, my clients, I'll take measurements of them, I'll cut, I'll pattern make, and I'll baste, and I'll drape, and I'll finish the suit for them. And then that was my start. And inside you lies this energy, this need or want to create something different and to present it to them. and to show them your creative ability. So I decided to start creating my collections. I made a few things, I put them in the store. And then the reaction was very good because people were reacting to what you did, not reacting to what they wanted you to make for them. So that changed everything. And so I started making the suits, and then the suits were reflective of the person I was. So then the style would change over time onto where we are today anyway. So my designs are a mix of, very difficult to say, but it has maybe Japanese elements, and people notice that, but also there's a lot of Ghanaian elements in there, not the obvious ones that most people are looking for, but you know, there are things in there that are in the collection that proposes to change the way people look at whatever is Ghanaian or not. The point I try to make, though, I don't really talk about the difficult times, because my job now is to inspire people.
Okay.
And by telling people how difficult things are, it's not really inspiring.
Okay.
It slows people down. And people would sort of...
But don't you think it's good for them to know that it's not easy to come to be up there?
Yeah, I know. But then I like them to understand that it takes a whole lifetime to try and create something. And it takes time for you to actually understand what it is that you are trying to create, to send out to people. So when you start out first, you probably obviously meet obstacles, because, you know, if you're very lucky, one in a 20, 40 million, you probably start one collection and it becomes very famous and you're good. But in a way, it's not about that. It's about having an idea inside you that you want to bring out. So in the very early stages, if you have 4 customers, you're very happy for that.
Right. Okay.
Because you've got 4 customers. When you get 6 customers, you celebrate. Yes, now I got 6, and then it moves on. So it's not about starting from here and then you want to end up here. It's those small little steps you take.
Right.
And hence, it's not really important to talk about the difficulties, but it's important to talk about taking your time to build systematically and slowly. And the more experience you get, the more skills you get, the more times you fall down. There's a saying in Japan, you know, Nana Korubi Aoki, you know, 4 down 7, get up 8. Exactly. So that's exactly what it is. You just have to keep cracking on, and hopefully you find the balance where work is satisfying and also work is fulfilling financially as well.
Well, your base is in Norway.
Yes.
Why today in Japan?
Well, Japan is one of my markets. I'm here usually anything between 1 to 4 times every year. We have a store here, so there's a store in Kanda, and then just last Saturday, or last 2 Saturdays, we celebrated our 5th anniversary. Yeah. So that was one of the main reasons why I'm here now, to meet all the beautiful customers that have supported us and patronized our business, and to, you know, drink a glass of champagne and say, hey, to the rest of the gang, you know?
You will. Okay, you told me you have a shop in Kanda.
Yes.
What type of design, what type of clothes, what type of items are you?
Yeah. So in the store, we mostly sell what we design, or sell what I design. We have the T. Michael brand, which is something I designed. Then we have the Norwegian Rain. So first, the T. Michael it's composed or comprises of suits, shirts, jackets, tops.
Oh wow!
Sunglasses.
I have to get one.
There you go. Shoes and
shoes
and so on. So that's the bit, and then we have Norwegian Rain, which is practically a sartorial take on raincoats. So we make raincoats that don't look like raincoats, but they're 100% waterproof, they're breathable. We use Japanese fabrics, so we have that in the store.
Oh wow!
And then we also have kimono, which is something I do with a Japanese company, and we have that in the store as well. So there's a mixture of different things. And once in a while we host other designers in the store as well.
Okay. So, tea kimono. I'm very touched with that tea kimono.
Thank you.
The tea I know, the kimono I know, but what does the T stand for?
Well, T stands for tete.
So tete kimono.
Tete is my middle name, so practically I use T as T. Michael, and then every time I design something, I always use T as a prefix. So is a T kimono, it's a T jikatabi, is a T whatever, you know.
Oh,
T
okay.
always comes before my design names.
Great. So when was your first time, the first encounter that you had with kimono?
Well, many, obviously, in the past I've come across kimonos, but the most impactful one is when we came to Japan, and there's a company called Wine Sons that had bought one of our raincoats. The reason why they bought the raincoat was because it was the only raincoat in the market that you could wear over a kimono, because it was wide sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like the entry point into the kimono world. We didn't design it for the kimono, but it was appropriate, and they decided to go for it.
Oh.
So I met them. I met the head of the company. I met his son, and we bonded right away. And they asked me if I was interested in designing a kimono for them. Obviously, that is like one of those things
Wow.
that you don't really expect that, because it's far away from what I would think a Japanese person will ask me to design for them.
Yeah.
But then, these people are good at what they do. They see skill set, I believe, when they see it. It's good for me. So I took a bit of time to reflect on it, whether I really wanted to do it or not. I was flattered by the question, but it requires a certain restraint when you're going to design something for a company that is that known, that is that big, that has so much history, but also designing something that comes from another culture. So I took the time to think about it, and we managed to do some work. I designed this piece, which has gone on to win awards. It has gone on to be part of a museum, the Victor and Albert Museum, one of the most influential museums in the world. It's part of that collection, and so on and so forth. So it's been very rewarding, and obviously, kimono has this easy but elegant way of carrying itself, and especially when you carry it well.
Right,
so
right.
It's been very inspiring. Yeah.
Wow. I think you were blessed. You are so blessed, because it's rare for a Japanese man or person to tell a foreigner
Yes.
to design a kimono.
Well, I understand the nuances of it, and understand that it's something that never happens, or doesn't happen, or shouldn't happen. I don't think anyone will come to me and ask me to design anything,
Yeah.
let alone a kimono, if I was doing rubbish work.
Yes.
So the moment you build up systematically, you get to a certain point, you have a certain skill set, you have a certain way of looking at things, you have an eye of seeing things differently, and that's what creative people are looking for, people that can see things differently to create something for them. Thereby, me coming from Ghana doesn't actually mean anything in this sense anymore. It's just my skill set that they were looking for.
Oh, T. Michael.
Yeah.
What is the charm of kimono to you?
I wear kimonos myself. I wear them in the way that I design them. I wear them more as, I wear the haori as a jacket, and I wear a waistcoat and a trouser underneath it. So it's more like taking the tradition and making it a little bit more dynamic, bringing it to the present times. The shape of it, the skill set, or the way of designing it, making them, the traditional ways of making the kimonos, I haven't changed anything about. I've kept
The originality.
the originality, I've kept the tradition. It's not my job to mess things up for anyone. So I've kept all that. But I'm also proposing you looking at it slightly different. The same way you buy a white shirt or a pair of jeans to put in your wardrobe, I want everyone in the world to have a kimono or a tea kimono hanging in their wardrobe as well, because you can wear anything practically. That's what. So we take it from it being ornamental,
Right.
dress up, to everyday wear, which can also be dress up. So that's the idea.
Well, I've been in Japan for almost 35 years now,
Yes.
and I've worn some kimonos before.
Yes.
But when I saw your kimono, I've never touched it. I've never seen it with my eyes, but like on a picture and also on the screen.
Yes.
It was so cool. And I think the other day when I met you,
Yes.
you were wearing a kimono, right?
I was wearing something.
Yeah, that was very, very, very unique and very, very high class kimono. That's what I thought, and very fashionable.
It's nice when people express their feelings about stuff like that, because you know, design is all about that. Design has emotion. So when you design something, you are aiming to trigger something in other people when they see your work. You are aiming for them to look at it and think, oh wow, this is what I want. I don't want anything else. This is what I want. So you giving me those beautiful words means my job is done.
We still have some few questions for you.
I don't use any Ghanaian fabrics in my design, but I've been trying to get hold of raw organic cotton from Ghana to use my work. It's been very difficult, but I'm sure I'm going to find it, because I think it's part of what I want to create. And this is just practically basic calico in the natural form, the most honest cotton you can find. It's not fancy, it's not flashy, but I've used them in my collection, and I like the story it tells. It tells you a story about, you can take the most basic thing or humble thing in the world, and you can put a great design on it, and it has value. So what you do is you increase the value of something that most people will not even think about using. And also, I think there's a lot of people that are using Ghanaian fabrics for their works, and they do brilliantly, so I let them do that, and I do something else. Oh yeah, I mean, every fabric that comes from any culture should be world class. And I'm not talking about world class because you have to compare it with someone else, but culture is culture, you have to respect culture. So I respect the Japanese culture the same way I expect Japanese people to respect the Ghanaian culture. And our culture is rich, it's vibrant, and our fabrics and our traditions should be just as high class as anyone else's. The reflection is that most of the work we do is almost like we are repeating what has been done already.
Yeah.
So if you take the cloths that we have that many people like, and then you do a design out of it, and you create a collection, and the next person does it, she does it, he does it, then we end up using the same obvious materials to create collections. We're not pushing ourselves enough. We have techniques in Ghana which will allow us to be able to rethink the old stuff and create new dynamic ways of using those techniques to create new fabrics. When we do that, then that's when I think we've moved forward.
This is Jafric Radio.
Innovation and tradition in the same sense. So you've seen references to the cloth. I'm not talking about the design on the cloth, but the way the kente cloth is woven. That's a whole heritage and value of tradition there that we can take, and we can transform it into something new. You can see the traditional kente, beautiful. And then you see the new ones, beautiful. They're not the same, but the base is the same, because in a way, that is our weaving tradition. It's not just the colors, but it's the weave as well. So I want people to dig a little bit deeper and sort of challenge ourselves when we design things, and not just take the easy way out. Because if we do that, we're not adding anything new to what our ancestors have already done.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, look, tradition dies out if it doesn't become dynamic. You have to keep moving it. So you always will see the reference. It's there, and we still love them, we still respect them, but we should be able to create new ways of looking at it and new ways of inspiring us, so the next generation will also do that, and then before you know it, we have levels and different aspects of the same kind of tradition. That's the way I look at it. We're creative enough and we're resourceful enough to be able to do that.
Oh, thank you so much. Is there any other major future projects on the way?
Yeah, there is actually. There's always something new going on. Of course, there's new collections and so on. But I'm hoping to get something done in Ghana soon. Some inspirational, maybe motivational space, creative space that people can come and it will come. But I'm not sure when it will come.
In Ghana or in Europe?
In Ghana too.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I'll be glad if I will be there.
I'm sure you see. I just have to get it done first.
Okay. So, any advice to the Ghanaian youth who are trying to become a designer or learning, designing? Is there any advice for them, please? as well as the whole world, because you are an international person.
Yeah, I think the best advice you can give to anyone is to realize that it's a journey. Whatever you do is a journey. It's not about trying to finish it very quickly and just pat yourself in the back and be done with it. It's a journey. So if it takes you 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, you should just enjoy the journey as you go, because you are actually creating or living your life as you create. You don't have to sort of work hard through 5 years hoping to get to year 6 and then you think that's the end of it. And also take your time. Everything takes time. It's cliche, but it's right. It takes time. You make a mistake, accept it, learn from it, move on from there. But above all, you have to believe in your ideas, believe in the way you think, because there's no one like you.
Oh, sugoi.
That's important. You've got to remember that. You might explain something to someone, they probably know what you're talking about, they will think, but they can never actually understand exactly what you're saying because they're not in your head. They don't have the same references you have. And that is your strength, and no one can take that away from you. So play on that.
Wow. Thank you. T. Michael, thank you so much for your time. A busy man, I heard you're going back tomorrow.
Yes, I'm flying out tomorrow. I'm just going to go out, do a couple of meetings, get some sun, and then...
Oh, I wish you a safely flight back home.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to come back again too.
Yes. Oh man, I'm so happy. Fantastic. I'm so happy. God, Rachel, and a great job that you're doing for yourself and also for the nation.
Well, it's one of those things, you inspire people, and while you do that, you get inspired as well. So it's a two-way street. It's not just giving, it's also receiving. So it's a pleasure.
Hi. In Japanese, we're going to say, Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
How do we say that in Norway?
Tusen takk.
Tusen takk.
That's it.
So wow.
It's like 1,000 thank yous kind of thing.
Oh, really? Yeah. Tusen takk. Tusen takk. By hitting.
Thank you. All right.
Arigatou gozaimashita. Arigatou. Bye-bye.
Afei na grone beye de. We are Ghana near Japan, Tokyo. Jafric Radio, in collaboration with African Home Touch Restaurant and Bar, present you a Mutuo Special.
Mutuo Special.
Kwesi de twatwo bosume no biara. Branie ni Ghana ni Africa duane papa bi, from jollof rice ekopim fufu. Team from high life to Afrobeat. Enyum papa ni yentwe na se what. Every last Sunday of the month, e ha na bosso. Untimi nyu humfrim. Number na jimunchiremu 09083011149. Mutuo Special, our African Home Touch Restaurant and Bar. Let's bring a taste of Africa to Tokyo. Nyuma kueboya chidon. Jafric Radio, Japan. Africa Home Touch Restaurant, Roppongi, Tokyo. Yentimin chain, bra yenni Ghana duane papa bi. Yentuke semfa Ghana nyum papa bi niasa. Brininiye Jafric Radio, connecting you to the African diaspora worldwide. Wait dear at the Mufua. This is for the
Hello, Baba.
Hello.
Pacho, good evening.
Oh, fine evening.
Ajo bi aboko.
Oh, bibia nyamina adom ye godo.
Ye da nyankopon ase. Na ye da nyame ase ye hia wo African Home Touch ha.
Okay.
Na de na do ba.
What taste na wolenyim. Da me taste rin ye wo bibia jeda ha. Nse ja. What's ohia asuma be da na ronko. Nse ma ba.
Te aduane no na atwetwe wa ba yi. Na nti baba de na wudi e nei.
Ende emutuo.
Okay.
Yo.
Na
emutuo na nkatsenkwan.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay.
Osimi clean. Clean. No two ways.
No two ways.
Yeah.
Okay, but what then I will catch a new animal Ghana for Africans, any Obibiara or Japan.
Okay, anyone here in Japan who wants to have a real feeling of a home food, the person should try this shop.
Okay.
Because anything you touch here is like gold.
Okay.
The food is clean, everything is clean, and the atmosphere is home atmosphere. So this is a place where you never feel aligned or something. You're always in a family.
Yo, yeah, the papas be bring your can you say Chaweni Ebeshe a Hanum a African home touch, our Rupongi ha. A Jumediano air coso, a year Quasia de Chato or Busumi BMU, yeah, a mutuo special. As I say, a mutuo special, and a mutua Chegumu Hano. Ube dibi Dakura Obeba. But apart from Sundays, African home touch, I will pretty from Monday to Saturday. Omono Ghana, any bibi memwe duane ahodo bia. Nti ye besre, ye nyina yemra, na yemra medidi na empanyimfo ye se yedi ba ho ebue adwene mu. Bedi aduane pa na wadwe mu mie na fatena akro yi mu aha na adwumadi nyina nkoso. Nti ye besre mu nyina mumra waache wa ha emutuo fufuo gobe jollof wom ampesie wo ho bibie bi wa ha ente me ba cho bra ha a cheke o bibie bi wa ha enwum ye krom nwum nso twagu wa ha bebre nti ye bese mu nyina momra ye da mase.
Yoni?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Today we are in Omotesando.
Omotesando.
And I'm going to take you around Omotesando.
Okay.
I'm going to introduce Omotesando to you.
All right.
If we say Omotesando, you know, Omotesando is a city or a town for fashion,
Okay.
hairdressing,
Okay.
food,
Good. Food. Yes.
food,
Food. I like the
and
food
also some Japanese, typical Japanese
part. Way of life.
way of life and items.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take you to a hashi shop.
Okay.
We're going to go eat shabu shabu.
Okay.
And then we're going to go visit all the fashionable shops that is in Omotesando.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
You ready?
Very ready. Very ready. Let's go.
So-
Let's go. Get some food.
What do you want?
Food.
What do you want to eat?
I wish I would get African food, but if not, I'll try any of those Japanese food.
Shabu shabu.
Yes. I'm just thinking maybe the name may be as the food.
Shabu shabu.
Yeah, so maybe some nice
Let's
food.
go.
Let's try that and see.
abusuafo yechi obia na monsan emfamaso emfamien na muntie enkabo a ewo hoyi Mr Prosper Intim ana afei nunua kwaku opoku a dodo na friend guy one omo se yenkan kire obi bia de omo maame oba pan ana ya from poma dodo na friend ya manu anade ensunyame ye omo dikan ye na yie ni bi wo Ghana na breadru se omo ye eye no bi ewo Japan machubara danchi ano na abusuafo egusu a omo ye ntutuye na mo ayo oba pan na yi a omunua bemma Mr Yao Asumadu bon also nyame atonsa friend intabusun aye ne se omudi abusuade hye mienu ayi nyina e ka bom na omo aye ni nyina ewo Japan machubara danchi yankopon ya adoma kwasiada July boso no toro aduonu eson ewo machubara danchi anenti Mr Prosper Intim anafei kwaku opoku a dodo na fa ne guy one omo se yankan kire Ghana for enkransafo a mo wo Japan machubara danchi de nyame adoma kwasiada 27 July ena abusuade hye mienu omo kata omo achi nti omo to nsafro bibia de obi amra na omo meja omo na eye ohoi eye kojankoja na ye be sha ase ewo Japan time ayimre nonum ekosi ayimre nonkron na chere 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. omo